If you're an Etsy seller wanting to grow your business by branching out to other marketplaces, then this video is for you. In this video, I'm going to be sharing with you the streamlined tool that I use to effectively sell across multiple marketplaces. Whether you're selling digital products, physical products, or even if you have multi-quantity listings, this tool that I'm going to be sharing with you can handle all of that. If you're new to the channel, then welcome. My name is Lee Meyer, and I've made well over $100,000 net profit selling items online. And in this video, I cannot wait to share with you the tool that allows me to be able to sell across multiple marketplaces, to be able to really grow my income. And if you're watching this video, it's likely that you're only selling on the Etsy platform right now, but you're ready to grow your business. And that's what I'm here to help you do, be able to get more eyes on the items that you make or the items that you sell, and to do it in an easy way that's not going to take over your life. Now, the tool that I have found and that I personally use is a tool that is called Vendoo. Now, this tool is designed to be able to sell across multiple platforms at once and to be able to effectively manage your inventory across multiple platforms. Now, in this video, I'm gonna show you exactly how to take the listings that you already have on Etsy and then get them out to other platforms. And I'm gonna walk you through all those steps over the shoulder so that you can follow along with me. But before we get going, I want to give a quick shout out to the sponsor of this video, Vendoo, for making it possible for me to be here with you. Now, down here in the description below this video, you'll find a link that'll actually get you 25% off of your first month of using Vendoo. With that link, you can also sign up for the free trial, which is 5 free listings each and every month. And there's no deadline for that trial, so you can stay with that free trial as long as that 5 free listings covers your needs. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. Now, you might be wondering what other platforms that this works with, and these are all the platforms that are available. So you're gonna start and see that there's Etsy, but there's a whole host of other different marketplaces where you can sell on that can really allow you to grow your business easily and be able to sell across multiple channels at once. So to go through them here real quickly, there's Shopify, Whatnot, Grailed, eBay, Vestair, Vinted, Poshmark, Facebook Marketplace, Mercari, of course, Etsy, and then Depop. If you're currently only selling on Etsy, pick 1 or 2 of these other marketplaces and go and get accounts set up if you have not done that yet before you continue on with following the steps in this video. So let's say, for example, maybe you're selling on Etsy right now, but you would like to be able to sell on, say, eBay and Facebook Marketplace. Make sure that you have accounts there, and then we'll continue on with this video. The next step that you're going to want to complete is to click the link below this video to go and get your own Vendoo account. You can get started completely for free. You can stay on that free trial for as long as you need. You get 5 listings every single month with that free trial. And so as soon as you create your Vendoo account and get logged in, you're going to be able to follow along with me. And I'm going to actually show you how to bring in your inventory that's currently on Etsy and then be able to get that out to some of the other marketplaces where you want to sell on. Now, the next place that you're going to want to come is to actually connect into the marketplaces where you want to sell on in addition to Etsy. So where this little person is in the top right-hand corner, you're going to see a place where it says Marketplace Connections. And that's where you're able to connect into your other accounts that you want to sell on. So when you click on this, you're going to see a place up here at the very top where you'll need to install an extension to your browser. And this gives a secure connection between Vendoo and the accounts that you'll be connecting into. From here, you're going to see a list of marketplaces that are available to connect to, and you're simply going to log in to connect. So for example, right now I don't have Vinted connected. So there's a button here to connect. You're going to just click that button. That will walk you through the process of getting that account connected. The other thing that you're going to see on this page that I would highly recommend turning on is this ability for sales detection. And what this is going to allow you to do is to not have to worry about selling out of items. This is especially important if you've got a limited quantity. Maybe you've only got one of a listing, or maybe you have 10 and it sells in 10 different places. You don't want to have an 11th sale and then have to cancel an order. So this will allow you to not have to run into that problem. All right, so now that we've got those accounts connected, we're going to come into our inventory. This is where you're going to see all of the inventory that you have brought into the Vendu software. Now, what I would recommend doing, since you're watching this video, you probably have listings that are already on Etsy. Rather than having to go and recreate those to get them out to other platforms, what you're actually going to want to do is import those listings. It's going to bring in all of the information from those listings. It's even going to bring in things like all of your listing photos so that you can have those available to be able to post elsewhere. So in this menu on the left-hand side, you're going to see kind of this inbox with an arrow. It says import. And you're going to click on this, and there's a pull down right at the top where you're going to be able to select that you want to import from Etsy. For me, these are the marketplaces that I currently have connected. If you only have 2 or 3 marketplaces that you've connected, you will see those there in that list. So for our purposes, we're going to click on Etsy, and this will bring in all of your listings that are available to import. And these should be all of your active listings from the Etsy platform. Now, for our purposes, I'm going to demonstrate with a digital product, but this will work whether you have a digital product or a physical product. And I'm going to pick just one of these. I did go in and put quantity high on this just so that I can demonstrate those quantity features on here. So I'm going to click to import, but you also have the ability to import multiple items at once. You're also going to see here that it says not imported. As soon as that is imported, you're not even going to see it in this list. So you're going to head back to this inventory, and this is where it's going to show your inventory. Now, right now I am clicked onto Etsy listings. So I do have 6 that are listed on Etsy. You'll see the icon here so that you know where those are listed. But let's say that instead of Etsy, I wanted to see what was listed on eBay. I could click on the eBay icon up here under marketplaces, and then this is going to pull in all of those eBay listings. All right, so let's head back to our Etsy listings, and this top one right here is the one that I did just import, and you can see that it only has an icon for Etsy. So that means that this item is only currently listed on Etsy right now. And it does tell you right here, quantity 5, and that's what I had available on Etsy when I imported this listing. Now from here, when you click on that, this is going to open what is called, and I'm going to go ahead and close this imported item pop-up. This is what is called the Vendu form, and you're going to see over here that the colors match. So this is yellow over here, and then the form has a yellow border on it. You're going to notice that Vendu did bring in all of the photos from the listing. Sorry, I don't have a huge variety of photos there, but all of those photos were brought in, so I don't have to go and find them again on my computer. They're just there. It also brought in the title of that listing as well as the description. It also brought in the quantity there as well as the category and even the pricing. So you don't have to remember what you have priced for already. It's brought all of that information in. Now for other items, you're going to see that it will actually bring in things like the brand and condition, but because this is a printable item and not a brand. But let's say, for example, we were importing maybe a vintage dress, maybe it's Gunny Sacks brand. You're going to have that already in your Etsy listing. And so when this is brought into Vendu, you'll see that pulled in your brand. You may even see the color pulled in. So a lot of these fields are already filled out for you. Now, one thing to note here is that the title length may be a little bit different for other platforms, and they do say below this field the number of character limits. So for this example, it's telling me that I have 85 characters in my title, and that again what was in our Etsy listing, but some of the other platforms are going to be less than that. So say, for example, if we wanted to list this item over to eBay, there is an 80 character limit. So you're going to need to cut a little bit of this down. I'm going to have to get rid of maybe 5 characters to get down to that. So I'm at 82. Let's go ahead and just keep it like that. And just double check the description. Everything should be in there that is inside of your Etsy listing. And then you'll need to fill out anything where there is an asterisk. So for our example, I'm just going to put unbranded, new primary color. We're just going to fill some of these out. That's actually even an optional field here. And then make sure everything else looks okay. If this is a physical item, then you're going to want to make sure that you have a weight in there. If it's a digital item, then obviously you don't need to be worried about weight because you're not going to be shipping anything. And then that price. And what this is going to do is this is going to populate all of the forms for the different platforms. And I'll show you what I mean by that here in a second. When you get done filling this out, you're going to want to click this button down at the bottom to save. Now that's saved. And then from there, you can come down into your marketplace forms and you're going to see the different forms, the different marketplaces where you've connected into. So these are all the marketplaces that I have connected, but let's say that you connected into 2 other platforms, then you'll see those here. So for our example, and this is just, again, for demonstration purposes only, but this is the same process. No matter what other platforms that you want to be selling on, you're going to follow this same process. So I'm going to actually come over to eBay and we'll click on that. And what that is going to bring us into is now the eBay form. So you're going to notice the colors again match. So this is blue over here, and then the outline of the form is also blue. So this just makes it easy to verify which listing form you are on. So this has already brought in that shortened title that we had from the Vendu form. The description is the same. If I needed to add anything for a certain platform for some reason, then I could add that there. It's brought in that unbranded that I just typed into the Vendu form. It's brought in the color as well as the quantity count on this. It's still the same category, the condition. And once you've got everything how you want it to look like, it should not be very much work because you've already brought in all of that information from Etsy. It may just be a click or 2 depending on the category that you're listing into. Then you're going to just click this red button here to list on eBay. Now for me, I'm not going to list this just because I don't want to be selling this item on eBay just yet, but this will take just a second to get that item listed. And as that is working, you can come into your next platform. So let's say that I wanted to sell this item on Poshmark as well. I'm going to click on to Poshmark from here. This is going to bring up the Poshmark form. And again, you'll notice that the color matches of that dark maroon color. And everything is all the same. There's not a whole lot that you need to change. For example, right here, it's saying on Poshmark, the maximum number of tags is 3, and I do have more in here than that. So I'm actually going to delete a few of those. So I think I've got 3 now, and that warning goes away. So you can see that there's just a few tweaks here or there that you may need to make, and then you're going to come into list again. And you can continue on through here for basically as many different platforms that you want to be selling on. So for example, Mercari, this is blue, and that's going to match a blue outline on the form, and you're going to walk through this the same exact way. And then just always make sure that you click that big red button at the bottom to list your item. Now, once you've got your item listed to multiple marketplaces, when you come back into the inventory section, you're going to see that there's multiple icons on each listing, and this will let you know where that item is listed to. So for example, I've got a pair of shoes here that's listed on Depop, as well as eBay, Mercari, and Poshmark. Now, you might be wondering what happens when an item sells. And so under here, under the sold, this is where you're going to be able to see the items that have sold. So I've clicked into this, and there's going to be a box here for sales that have been detected. So these are some of the recent sales. I still need to come in here and clear these, but it's going to show the item as well as the date and the platform that it's sold on. You can scroll down further and be able to see all of your listings that have sold, a complete history. And this does work for a multi-quantity listing. So for example, this listing there's 7 of, this listing there's 11 of, this listing there's 3 of. So every time a sale comes in, that quantity available will tick down. And for me, this is one of the most valuable features because it makes it so that you don't sell items when you actually don't have the quantity to be able to fulfill. A couple of other things that I want to point out really quick is down here in the bottom right corner, you're going to see this box to be able to come in and ask for help. So there's a paper airplane here. You're going to click on that and you can message the Vendu team directly. If you run into any sorts of problems along the way, there's an entire team there to help you. Now, the other really cool thing about Vendu is that you do have a whole analytics page that allows you to be able to really get a big picture look at your business. And that can be really difficult when you're selling in multiple places. And maybe you know that one platform is doing really well, one platform maybe not so much. But this really gives you one place to be able to get all of that information from. So you can get to this page by clicking this little graph here, and that is your analytics. And from here, you can put in different dates. You can change this calendar to any kind of date that you want, or you could put in the last 7 days, month to date, year to date, all of that is there. And you get a visual representation of how your business is doing total revenue-wise across multiple platforms. You can also see the breakdown by marketplace as far as where your sales are coming from. Now, one last thing that I want to mention is that once you've imported all of the listings that you want to, really the best way moving forward is to use this plus icon to list new items directly into Vendu. So let's say you got some new items for your Etsy shop that you want to sell in other places. The fastest way is actually to come in here with this plus sign for a new item and not have to bother with the whole step of importing listings from Etsy. So from here, this is going to go right to that Vendu form and you're going to fill this out directly in Vendu. You're going to walk through the same steps that we walked through earlier in this video. And as you fill this out, this is going to be very similar to what you see and how you fill your form out on Etsy. And you're going to follow the same steps to save and then continue on to the different platforms where you want to list to. And you're going to make sure, of course, that you click into Etsy and save your listing to there as well. I hope you found this video helpful. And as a quick reminder, if you're not yet using Vendu and you would like to be able to go and check it out for yourself, it's completely free to get started. You get 5 free listings every month. You can get all of your different accounts hooked up, working, try it out for you, see if it helps you with your business. And again, that link is down here in the description below this video. Thanks for watching and hope to catch you in another video soon.